thank you so much for coming back to the channel. My name is Maya if you are new here, and today we are talking about everything that I am planting in the middle of February. I live in zone 6A in the middle of the United States, Nebraska. Okay, so what I am starting in February might look a little differently than what you are starting in February if you live in California, say. And at the very end of the video, we're just gonna take a tour and see what's actually growing, what's germinated, what's kind of died already in the month of February, okay? It's been a little dramatic for sage over here. And comment and let me know of any of the seeds that I am sharing today if you have started these seeds too. First thing that we're gonna start with is herbs. So I got two different kinds of parsley. I've got a Japanese parsley and I've got a Giant of Italy parsley. Honestly, I think they're gonna taste the same, but whichever one does better for a family, I'm gonna save those seeds and that's just gonna be the one I go with, okay? Next one is something that I was not expecting to actually grow. I found this at a seed share and it's cumin, okay? So cumin has 100 to 109 days, it says, until the very end. So we use a lot of cumin, especially during barbecue season. And when I saw these at the seed share, I had to have them. So they are already started back there and I am just, if this fails, that's okay. It's an experimental crop, but if it doesn't, Next thing that we started were chives. Now, I have a lot of the allium family as we take the tour. I'm excited. If you have seen my kind of how to plan your garden, I put onions all around my garden just to help with pest control, but also like, I love oniony things. So the more the merrier. You can't go wrong with onion, in my opinion. The next thing is lemongrass. So if you were here for my seed haul, I didn't mean to get lemongrass, but it's because I got it. Now we're growing it, baby, okay? And honestly, this has started to sprout. I put it under the heat mat with my peppers and I'm kind of really excited and I'm very glad. I already picked one of the seedlings and you can already like taste that bright acidity of the lemongrass. So I am so excited for this. Next one is cilantro. Now we love cilantro. I think if you don't think it tastes like soap, you probably love cilantro too, but I'm excited for this. We have a green stalk coming and so I am super excited because I'm going to do a lot of herbs in the green stalk. And for the green stalk, a lot of people say that you want to start from starts, so I might as well. So I'm doing even more cilantro than I was going to do. I'm going to put it in the ground, but I'm really excited to see also how it does outside in that green stalk. So now that we're done with herbs, let's take a little trip to the Nebraska family, okay? So we have two different types of cabbage. We've got a Chinese Hilton cabbage and we've also got a Brunswick cabbage. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this one stores a little better than this one, but this one is for my kimchi. This one is for like ramen and it just looks so beautiful. I mean, so does like your normal cabbage, but there's just something about this one that is just like beautiful to me. I'm doing both varieties. I'm growing for me, my mom, and my sister as well to put in their gardens as well. So this will be a really cool combo to see which one we like best. The next thing in the Nebraska family is broccoli. Now we have this huge bag of broccoli because, not just because we like broccoli, but because we also grow microgreens. There's some leftover that I had from last season. And there are literally like, listen, so many seeds in here. So obviously we're doing a lot of broccoli. We love broccoli here. My kids love broccoli. I love broccoli. This is the variety we grew last year, a different company that we got it from, but same variety. And it was just prolific with the side shoots. The head was probably like a good as big as my hand, as big as my head. But man, those side shoots, once those started coming in, we were just harvesting and harvesting. Broccoli, yes, we have to have it. Broccoli is one of those ones that like, I feel like a lot of people's are leggy no matter what you do. So what I did last year is I kind of just hilled them up because that leggy was showing. And they're not like tomatoes where you can like bury them deep and the roots will come up. So if you have grown broccoli, if you're experiencing leggy broccoli, not leggy seedlings, but broccoli in particular, and everything else is looking fine, don't panic. Keep holding on to it. Keep doing what you're doing, but you just might have to like give it a little hug when you put it in the ground. Next thing my husband is so excited about, he has wanted to grow tobacco for so long. We found this tobacco at our local seed share. It was literally like fate. I kid you not. But he's wanted to grow this for a while. He's actually started a video on this. It's gonna be a whole series on here because he is just in love with the whole process of learning how to do it. So if you're interested, follow along his stuff, but we have planted all the seeds. They haven't germinated yet. Spoiler alert if you're looking for that at the end. But we're waiting. We're patiently waiting for those tobacco seed babies. The next thing that I have started is my eggplant. So I have a Nagasaki long. I'm so excited for these. It says you can eat it raw. I really wouldn't eat like a Black Beauty raw. I really wouldn't eat like a Oswald raw. But this one, I just know it's gonna have that like very buttery, creamy feel. So I'm so excited for this. Now, I'm the only one in my family that eats eggplant, but I'm growing a lot because I love fried eggplant. I love Japanese dishes with eggplant. So I have started this and I actually have some seedlings popping up. Next is more peppers. Now, I started a lot of peppers already in my first one, but you want to start the hotter peppers earlier than you start your milder peppers. But I do have one that is hot that I got from our seed share and I have already started. So I've got the Bueno Chica pepper. The lady sold me at the seed share. I'm not a big fan of hot peppers. My husband is. So he was like, yeah, grab me. I need 2 of them. So we definitely got. Add to the collection, we've got some Ozark giant bell pepper. I love these. I grew these from seed last year. They were amazing. I'm just starting them a little earlier than I started them last year because I want to have more earlier. And the one thing that I found out with peppers is that they are a little bit of a slow grower. Here in Nebraska, people, especially like on the Nebraska gardening page, are like, start your peppers and tomatoes together. Now, start your tomatoes when they tell you to start your tomatoes, but start those peppers at least a month before because they're just gonna take a little bit more time. So if not, you can just pick them up as starts. No big deal. Got an Anaheim pepper, which grew last year. I only grew 1 and we had so many. I'm probably gonna grow 2 just so I can give them away and also just have more to store. And then obviously, jalapenos. Comes this specific jalapeno packet. I used this last year and I am sure that I think there's a mix of 2 different seeds in here. There's like a very short little small jalapeno and then there's the one shown on here. Now I'm not sure. I got both of the varieties from this packet last year. So we're kind of just playing Russian roulette when it comes to this. And to round it out with something pretty, I am starting straw flower and sweet alyssum. Now, sweet alyssum is something that I started last year, and when I put it into the ground next to my peppers, when I tell you it was gone, like to the stem. So I know that this one's going to be a really good trap crop. I love how this looks. It's nicknamed Carpet of Snow, and I'm excited for this to actually grow this year. Now that we know what we're growing, we're gonna go and look at the seedlings that are actually germinating and how they are growing. So this is an opportunity, if you haven't seen how something looks as a seedling and you're like, what is it even supposed to look like? I got you. I got you. Here is about how much we've got growing right now. I've got the fan off just because of this, and so these look limp. These also need a haircut. We've got our shallots, and then we've got our Elisa Craig onion and my yellow Spanish onion. So these definitely need the wind on them, and they need a proper haircut. We have eggplant here. Here is our lemongrass, and then on this side we've got Anaheim. Tell you that this lemongrass is growing. Oh baby, she is thriving. I am so excited to actually see how it grows better. I'm really excited that this landed on my cart because I am very excited to watch this grow. Right here we have Tabasco. Between these are chives. We've got a datil, and we have got the cayenne long and thin. So this is my broccoli. Now I have already gone back and added more seeds to all these holes. As you can tell with broccoli, they're just a little more leggy compared to like this cabbage, which are sitting under the same light, have the same stuff, but this one is just way more stockier than the broccoli. So I'm not sure what it is about broccoli. If anyone is super smart and knows why, I'd love to know. But you can still bury this. It's gonna look leggy, I promise you, but you will be able to get really great heads still and transplant it into the ground. Right here we have our oregano. and I'm very excited about it. Have not grown oregano, and the seeds are popping up way better than I thought, so very exciting. And then this is the Napa cabbage. Now the Brunswick cabbage has not come up yet, and just like the other one, I'm not sure why I just put one seed in every hole, but I did go back and just put more seeds in it just so they could germinate. I'm not really worried if they're different sizes because it's still pretty early for them to be getting into the ground and started. So if you're like me and that happens, don't feel afraid just to pop a couple more seeds in there, okay? Right here we have the Ishikara onion, which is basically like a giant green onion. I love them. They're great. If you're looking for a green onion, Ishikara is your girl. The next one right here is leek. And they're growing really, really great. And these also need a haircut so they do not get as long and wild as our onions. Ignore this. This was an experiment. This is actually Japanese Swiss chard. It tastes really good. But I keep it down here because my kiddo likes to ask for like a nummy nummy. He's 2 years old, so I just grab little leaves from here and he's content while I start seeds. These are actually my straw flowers and they're starting to actually pop up. I'm excited about those. This is the sweet alyssum. And we've got here is celery. And what I have done is, at least with these two, I have thinned these. I'm still waiting for more of these to pop up. These just started to show today. But the sweet alyssum and the celery is looking great. Now, this empty patch right here was all of sage. And for some reason, I always have an issue growing sage. And she even lost her leaves, okay? I came down here and like at night and they were gone. I have no idea. I have never experienced that. But she's still kicking and she's bringing out her true leaves. So we're holding on hope. But in the meantime, I have started more sage leaves. That is everything that we have got growing down here so far. And there's so much more to come. So if this was helpful, make sure that you like and subscribe and let me know, are we starting some of the same things? Do we have some of the same varieties? You know, because we're garden buddies now. We are honorary garden buddies. And anyways, as always, friends, you are wonderful, you are awesome, you are dope, and thank you so much for being here. Bye!